Hi, it's Denise with Ladybug Stampin', and today we're going to create a card using the You Always Deliver stamp set, which is retiring June 2nd. This stamp set is really cute, and you can use it for any FedEx, UPS, or even postal delivery people. I just thought it was nice to have some cards on hand to give to one of my UPS drivers, as he's always bringing me packages. And I also thought it would be a great idea to use for team members. We're also going to be using this corrugated 3D textured embossing folder. Now, I did want to point out, if you're in direct sales at all, this would be a great stamp set to have, because when you have a new team member or any of your current members and they're waiting on an order, pre-order, first order, this would be a nice set to make them a quick card to send and send some happy mail, because who doesn't like getting a card? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some Sahara Sand. Now, this piece is cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and I will have all measurements listed down below along with the supplies. But the one reason why I want to tell you the size of this one for sure is that I cut it at 4 by 5 1/4, but when you put it in this embossing folder and you run it through your embossing machine, it's going to draw up a little bit. So you want to measure it and make sure it's going to fit around your card mat or your card base. Now, when I first looked at it, I thought, oh, it's not even all the way around, so I need to trim it. So what I did is I took it against the card mat and I put it against two sides, and then I looked at the other two sides to see if they were even. If they're not even, then just take it off a little bit. I think I had to take like 1/8 of an inch off of one side. Then you're going to use some Tombow adhesive glue. Put it on the back and make sure you're using glue, because you don't want to use snail, which can flatten your embossed images. Attach it to your soft suede. Okay, now we're going to use our embossing buddy, take some static away from the Whisper White cardstock, and we're going to emboss the little delivery guy on there. So I'm just putting in him some Versamark, and then I'll be using the black embossing powder to emboss him with. I also put the packages on there on his hand, very carefully, I might add, and that way I didn't have to heat up twice, but I was able to line them up. I was kind of impressed with myself that I was actually able to do that, but you can do one at a time to make sure that you're lining them up correctly. Isn't he cute? So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take some Stampin' blends, and I've got Old Olive, I've got Smoky Slate, and I've got Gray Granite, and I've got Crumb Cake and Petal Pink, the Bronze, and the Ivory. So I'm going to use these colors, and again, all the supplies will be down below. I'm going to use these colors to color this guy up in his little packages, his mail bag. Now, I did use the bronzer on the mail bag, and I made it look kind of where it was weathered. Now, I'm not really good at coloring. There are a lot of videos out there for that. I am not one of them. So I'm not going to torture you with all that. I'm going to leave it and just show you little bits and pieces as I'm coloring him. So, but here's where I was showing you on the bag. I'm trying to make it look kind of weathered. I don't know if I meant to do that intentionally, but that's how it turned out. And then I just took some, I think it was Petal Pink, and colored the envelopes because I wanted them to have a little bit of color. And then I took some Crumb Cake and I colored his uniform, his hat. I did give him some a gray mustache and some gray hair. And then I just went down and colored, and I added some more color. So here he is, almost complete. I'm going to take a red, real red Stampin' Right marker, and I'm going to fill in that little patch right there, because it is a package coming from Ladybug, and ladybugs are red mostly. So I used one of the other markers or blends, and I just kind of made some squiggly lines like it said Happy Mail or something on there. Now, currently we're carrying this washi tape with the Stampin' Up. It's part of 3 other total washi tapes rolls. And I'm going to trim the Stampin' Up logo. Now, this is not my trick. I've seen this on another card from another demonstrator, and I've seen them all over the place. But I'm just going to trim all the white around it, and I'm going to attach it to that middle package. So that one is from Stampin' Up. That top package, I'm not sure where that's from, but I'm sure she'll probably hide it. Or I'll probably hide it. Okay, so here we're going to take some old olive, and it looked kind of me like he was going up a hill the way I had him stamped. So I thought, well, let's put some grass underneath his feet, make it look like it's a hill. Now I'm not being perfect. I'm not going to do the whole bottom. I'm leaving some white space. And then I take the dark. This is where I kind of messed up. I took the dark and went up and down, and I thought, uh-oh, I should have maybe did that a little at a time. I just kept going and blending, back with some more dark, old olive, and back with the light, trying to blend it in, trying to fix my mistake that I did. And I eventually did. I did take some old olive and went at the top and made like some squiggly lines to look like it was grass that was poking up. And I just went back and kept blending and blending till I got some grass. Again, I'm not an expert on this. Then, I want to remind you, this was filmed live, so I moved my camera up to show them my craft space. And I created two sentiments, or took two of the sentiments and stamped it on some Whisper White. It says, I think it says, "Get ready, your order's on its way." And then I took our classic label punch and I punched out the sentiments. Does that say get ready or get prepared? We'll have to read it in just a second. So then what I did was, I just like to edge with white cardstock, not all the time, but I really am known for edging with ink and sponges. If you guys have watched me for some time, you know I do this quite often. I try not to, but this doesn't look right to me. So I edged all the pieces, the sentiments and the stamped image piece. To me, just, I don't know, looks finished or something. All right, so now we're going to put our card together. We're going to take a piece of basic black cardstock. This is cut at 4 1/4 by 11. Again, all the sizes will be down below. You can score it at 5 1/2 and then burnish, or fold it in half and burnish. So now we're going to take our soft suede, put some adhesive on the back of that, and we're going to attach it to our card base, making sure to line it up really well. Then I was taking my fingers, going over it, kind of like a washboard sound. I don't know why I like that sound, but I just couldn't stop. I wanted to just sit there and play with that corrugated piece for a long time. So now we're going to attach our stamped image. Isn't that little guy, isn't he cute? He's just adorable. And you could fussy cut him out and make him more 3D if you wanted it to. Oh, it says get excited. Can you tell I have not used this stamp set, or I have just seen so many sentiments. Sometimes I forget what they say. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. I used some mini dimensionals, one on each end, and I'm just going to line it up. I kind of want them to be offset from each other at the top. And you could have just stamped on the Whisper White piece, but I wanted the sentiment to be more elevated. I don't know, just gives it something. I didn't add any ribbon to this card, so I had to do something, because I'm always wanting to add ribbon. Edging and ribbon, that's what I just want to always do. I don't know why. So I'm showing here where I didn't go all the way down. I'm trying to fix it. Okay, well, there is our card, you guys. Again, all the supplies will be listed down below. Isn't he cute? I just think they did a fabulous job on designing that little postal delivery guy. He just looks like somebody that's friendly, bringing you some great packages. I mean, who wouldn't want to see some packages from UPS? Because you know they're coming from Amazon, or they're coming from Stampin' Up, or they're coming from Ladybug. And there's always something to enjoy on that. All right, guys, thanks and have a wonderful day. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And I will see you next time here on YouTube.